Hello, welcome to AllCBTs again. My name is David. And today's special video, we are considering NECO and WAEC GCE. So these are top likely questions, or if you like, shock predictions that you should encounter in your computer subjects, okay, for this exam. You will not only see them in NECO GCE exams, you will find it in WAEC, you'll find it in basically all O-level exams. So this is very useful for all kinds of O-level exams. So either you are watching this for revision purpose, or you are watching this to prepare for the oncoming exam. You're welcome to the channel once again. If you are yet to be subscribed, make sure you smash the subscribe button so that when we release updates to these questions, you'll be notified. You can come to update on your knowledge. Now, question 1. Which of the following is not a step involved in data conversion? Now, we have majorly 3 steps in data conversion. You have the input, then you have the processing part, okay? Or if you like, you can say process, and then you have the what? Output, right? So data comes in, data is processed, data is pushed out. Some will say garbage in, processing, garbage out. All right, so which of these is not a step involved in data conversion or data processing? Would say transfer. It's not. It's input, output, and process. Question 2. The communication of knowledge, concepts, and ideas is referred to as what? What's the meaning of communication, first of all? It's like interpretation, discussion. So the communication of knowledge, concepts, and ideas is referred to as dash. You have information processing, information transmission, telecasting. Telecasting would be the communication of knowledge, concepts, and ideas on TV. Webcasting will be the communication of knowledge, concepts, and ideas relating to the internet or to the web. So, and it won't be information processing, to be information transmission. It's a broader term. Okay, so information transmission is the communication, the relay, okay, of knowledge, concepts, and ideas. So that's B. Question 3. The equivalent of the decimal number 89 in base 4 is what? 89 in base 4, this is about the simplest one we've seen so far. And that will be 1 to 1, 1. Yeah, base 4. So that's just 89 divided by 4. Okay, you have a remainder of 1. Next question, question 4. Under classification by data representation, computers can be what? Now, if you look at all of these options, computers can be categorized into all of these options. So all of these options are right. But when it comes to data representation, only one can be classified by data representation. And that would be the what? The analog, digital, and hybrid. Okay, analog wasted a lot of time to represent data, and then we now have the digital, but now we are in the days of hybrid, right? So under classification by representation of data, the hybrid, option A, analog, digital, and hybrid, is the correct option. And then question 5, the following are types of errors in programming, except you have the grammar error, syntax error, logic error, you have arithmetic error. So those of you who use calculators will have met syntax error a lot, especially on Purple calculator. You meet logic error too. You probably not have met arithmetic error, but grammatical error doesn't even work here. Grammatical error works for English. So grammatical error is applicable to English language. So it's not for programming. So that's option A. And then the next question, the major difference between low-level programming language and high-level programming language is what? Once you hear of high-level programming language, you are hearing of a programming language that requires interpretation, okay, to understand. Good. So let's see the options. Low-level languages need an interpreter. Wrong. We just established that it's high-level language that needs an interpreter. B, high-level languages will not need a translator. Wrong. Because another word for translator could also be an interpreter. So wrong. Low-level languages need a compiler, while high-level languages need an interpreter. Okay, low languages do not need translator, while I scroll up a little bit, while high-level languages do so. D is also wrong, so that's C. It's high-level languages that need an interpreter. The next question, if a computer user wants to access the national database from a remote location, the user will require a what? What's a remote location? Remote location is when the user is not where the database is. A remote location can be the person is working or accessing this data from the home, from the office, from a corner of the street, from a building. The person is not directly connected to that database. So if a computer user wants to access whatever database it is from a remote location, what would the user need? Okay, so we have a modem, telephone line, and decoder. You have teleprinter, telephone line, and passing smile, face simile. No, you have communication software, telephone line, and decoder. You have modem, communication software, and telephone. And the correct option here would be option B. Definitely you need modem, okay, for connectivity. And then you need the software that you would use for the connection. And then you will need a telephone line, okay, like it's a direct line of like communication channel, a direct channel or a line channel. Okay, next question now. A data bus that is capable of transferring 8 bytes of data at once can be rated as dash. Now, you have a 16-bit data bus, 32-bit data bus, 64-bit data bus, 8-bit data bus. Now, okay, this is interesting because 8 bytes equals to how many bits? That's the first thing you need to know. And this is it. 1 byte equals to or is the same as 8 bits. All right, so you've got to keep that in mind. Okay, so 1 byte equals to 8 bits, or if you like, 8 bits equals to 1 byte. So 8 bytes will be what? 64 bits. That's just 8 times 8. So a data bus that's capable of transferring 8 bytes of data at once is a what? 64-bit data bus. Is that clear? Right, next question. One attribute of the read-only memory is that it's what? Read-only memory, that's ROM. Okay, computer ROM. Every computer system has ROM and RAM here. So one attribute of the read-only memory is that it's what? A can be modified, it's volatile, C stores the BIOS, D stores the post. Stores the post is even rubbish, doesn't make any sense. So it's C, stores the BIOS. And what's the BIOS? It's like that that small memory space that stores your time, the last activity, even when the computer is off, even when you take out the battery. So that's one of the attributes of the read-only memory. It's a permanent memory. It helps to manage the BIOS. Okay, if you want more explanation on this, I'm happy to converse with you or discuss it with you in the comment section of this particular video. All right, so the EBCDIC coding system was developed on IBM mainframe computers. So it's the IBM that developed this particular coding system, and it became popular at that time, used for mainframe computers, those big computers that were developed shortly after the supercomputers. Okay, moving forward. Which of the following statements best describe sequential file organization? Sequential file organization. A. Records are arranged in no particular order. B. Records are directly addressed to the key value. C. Records are sorted according to a key field. Okay, that will be C. Why so? Because it says records are sorted. Now look at it. Sequential. Sequential means in sequence. not haphazardly. Maybe like SN now. You would have seen data that are arranged like this. SN, then they will say names, and then they will say phone number, age, sex, and then the names will now start being arranged in alphabetical order. They start with A, then after A, B. So when you see such a listing as that, that's a sequential type of arrangement. So the option here will be C because it is arranged according to a particular field, a key field, a particular order, right? Good. And then the next question now. The first calculating device is the what? You have the abacus, sensors, difference, Napier bones. All these were old devices. But the first is the abacus. You know the abacus now. It looks something just like this, and then have some glass around it and some stones. This was the abacus. It's the first. I think it was named after the inventor, abacus. Good. And then the next question, the similarity between main memory and registers is that they are dash A, volatile, B, under the direct control of the user, C, protected by the system unit, D, for system use only. So this is a tricky question because they are telling you that one of these four things listed here is not part of it, right? So we have to figure that out. So the similarities between main memory and registers is that they are A, volatile, B, under the direct control of the user, C, protected by the system unit, D, for system use only. Okay, now option A, 1, 2, and 4. Option B, 1, 3, and 4 only. Option C, 2, 3, and 4 only. Option D, 1. This is not correct. 1, 1, 3, and 4. There's a little problem with these options, but the correct answer here should be similarity between main memory and registers is 1, they are volatile, correct. 2, they are under the direct control of the user, and then they are for system use only. Yeah, they're for system use only. So this is not correct. So I'll go with 1, 2, and 4. Next question. Which of the following can a traveler who finds himself in a new environment rely on for direction to his final destination? You have DNS, GPRS, GPS, TCP. So it is GPS, okay, which is just, definitely everybody should have an idea of what GPS is. You are at a particular location, it can pick where you are and give you the coordinates. You can pick the coordinates of where you are and give you direction to where you're going. Examples of popular GPS now. In the olden days, you no longer need to carry the manual GPS or the physical GPS. You can just use your phone connecting to Google GPS, Apple GPS, together on Google Maps applications, and then you should be able to see where you are, figure out where you're going. So that's the GPS. And then next question, which of the following is true about raw data? Okay, raw data. Now what is raw data in the first place? Raw data is about, as the name implies, rough data. Okay, it's a piece of data that should give you, it's not arranged, it's often disorganized. You are the one to arrange it to come about a particular figure, a particular idea, a particular understanding. Okay, let's see the options. It is well categorized. I just said no, it's not categorized. Then it exists in oral form only. Wrong. Then it exists in written form only. Not true. Then it cannot be relied to make decisions. It's true. Because I just explained it. I said because it's rough. It's like rough data. You need to arrange it and couple it with one or two other materials to be able to make a decision. So it's never in that final state where you can just use it to make a concrete decision. Okay, next question. The dash is found in the CPU of a computer. The dash is found in the CPU of a computer. A, main memory, modem, motherboard, register, zip, drive. Okay, this is a simple one. The register is found in the CPU. From these options, it's only the register that is in the CPU. Next question. The process of dash is difficult without a computer in transportation system. Now, transportation as a profession. Okay. Now, which of these is difficult without a computer in transportation system? You have accommodation. No. Accommodation is not even basically a transportation system arm. Yes, transportation system now may help passengers incorporate accommodation into their brochure, but it's not their core. It's not their core feature. Loading, of course, loading is a core feature, but loading can still be done manually. Repair can be done manually. Ticketing can be done manually. In fact, many BRT centers in Lagos is manual, just steer ticket for you. But reservation, you need a computer system. Otherwise, you could be booking somebody into a space that you booked 2 or 3 other persons. So, and somebody might want to book 3 months or 6 months ahead. How do you not mess up things without a computer system for proper record? So it will be difficult for reservation. Next question. We have the central processing unit is connected to the dash, expansion board, expansion slot, memory chip, motherboard, system unit. Okay, system unit looks like it. Why? Because the central processing unit is in the system unit, right? They are together. But we say it's connected. It's connected to the what? That would be the motherboard. It's the motherboard that powers your CPU. Anybody who is an engineer, a computer engineer or a laptop engineer watching this video would understand better what I'm saying. So it's the motherboard in any device, be it as it may. Once the motherboard is dead, everything is dead. You can only sell whatever is left as scraps. So motherboard is what powers your CPU. Next question. Every computer system connected to the internet must have a unique address. Something is not correct there. Every computer system connected to the internet must have a unique dash. There should be a dash here. A unique dash address. You have a unique domain name address. No, domain name are for websites. Okay, every website has a unique domain name. That means 2 websites cannot share the same domain name. Then instant message, no, that's a message. Internet protocol, internet relay, internet service. Yes, the correct option here is C, IP. Have you heard of IP address? Yes, every device has a unique IP address. That's how come they're able to track or trace stolen phones, stolen laptop, and they trace it to the person who steals or who stole it, because it has its own unique IP address. And the person will not be able to say, I didn't, because it's found. They traced it and got to where the device is. Every device is like a fingerprint. Everybody has different fingerprint, right? So also every computer device has a unique internet protocol address, also known as the IP address. Next question. Read-only memory is a kind of dash storage. Disk drive, flash drive, permanent drive. I already gave you this, explained this in number 3 when I was talking about the BIOS. So the ROM is a kind of a permanent storage. Next question. We can improve computer security by the use of dash. Okay, this one now is a no-brainer. In other words, you don't even need brains to do this one. Okay, if you want to improve the security of your computer, which of these options do you need to tighten, or the security of your phone, by the way? All right, so do you need an account number? No. ID number? No. Layout? No. Password? Yeah. So you need a password. You want to tighten the security of the device, you need a password. All right, next one. Any document saved in a disk is referred to as a what? Let's see the options there. You have field, file, folder, icon, record, file. Any document saved in a disk is referred to as a file. It could be big file, it could be small file, so long it's in a disk. What's a disk? See, don't let all this English confuse you. Okay? What's a disk? Like hard disk, like flash drive. That's your flash drive, you put inside your computer and put out. They're all disk. Disks are like anything in a memory, in computer affairs that has space to take something. What is file? Anything that you can put into that space. Simple like that. So any document saved into a disk is referred to as a what? File, like we established. Folder 2 is a file. Icon, if it's saved into a disk, is a file. Record, if it's saved into a disk, is a file. So it's a file. And then the next one, a calculating machine that is made of hardwood with cursor of glass and metal is what we've seen this before. Abacus. Next, how do you find and load a file that has been saved? Let's see this now. How do you find and load a file that has been saved? You have select, open command. Yeah, so select the file, you click open the file, then you execute the file. Simple. So that's how you find and load a file, right? Simple. You select the file, you right click the file, click on open, execute, share, whatever you want to do. So that's it. Next question. The distribution of video and audio contents to a dispersed audience through electronic media is called, now notice it though, dispersed. If you like, broad audience. The distribution of video and audio content to a dispersed audience through electronic media is called broadcasting, communication, information, messaging, news. There is a word for it. You can call it communication, you won't be wrong. You can call it information, you won't be wrong. You can call it news, it's a type of it. But there is a general word for it, a broad word for it, a brand word for it. It's called broadcasting. It is the distribution of video and audio contents to a dispersed audience. That's a wide range of audience through electronic means. Next, AutoCAD is best used in, some of you won't know this one, but those who are in engineering will know this. You must use it. Maybe not most. There are other softwares coming up now, but it's still a strong software in engineering, which in fact you will have to use it at some point. So AutoCAD is best used in engineering. And then the next one, in database, the minimum number of characters user can input in the field is known as dash. Let's see. Caption, format, name, size, text. The minimum number of characters user can input in the field. That should be size. Pause. All right. Next question. In database, the minimum number of characters a user can input in the field is known as dash. You have caption, format, name, size, text. Okay, so the minimum number of characters a user can input into the field is known as size. That will be size. So it could be minimum size, it could be maximum size, it could be any size, right? So, but it's called size. And then the next question, which of these storage media has the lowest capacity? Lowest capacity. Now, CD-ROM. CD-ROM will often have, your CD-ROM will have about less than 1 gig capacity. Then flash drive. Flash drive could have That's talking about your flash drive that you use in your normal computer. In fact, it has been modified. You can use it in your phones, your iPhones or your tablet, whatever. So it's often having up to MBs and gigabytes and terabytes. Yeah. And then you have floppy disk. Hmm. Floppy disk as a storage media has about 1 point something something MB. RAM. Okay. RAM. And then you have register. So the correct answer there is floppy disk. Is the one that has the lowest capacity of floppy disk. Okay. Moving forward. A dash is a virus program that copies and multiplies itself by using computer network and security flaws. This is a simple one. The answer is worm. Worm copies and multiplies itself in a computer network. Once it is injected into your computer or into your database or into your website, it just continues to spread. It multiplies itself. It's like the virus in a human being's body. Do you know the virus multiplies itself? Unless the person is under medication to suppress and kill and reduce the rate of spread. Yes, so it's also the same in your computer system. So that's one. All these names you see here, Eskimo, Velken, Polybot, Status, they are all types of virus. So worm is that virus that has the ability to replicate itself. Next question now. Which of these is not an example of a browser? Everybody will know this song. Everybody will get this question. So Chrome browser, Internet Explorer browser, Mozilla browser, Opera browser, Python, not a browser. Python is a what? High level programming language. And then next one. Oh, wow, nice. Okay, with that, we come to the end of the 30 questions for our computer assessments. Note that this assessment, you can use it for any exam in the O-level category. So if you have somebody doing these questions or someone who will be doing any of the exams I listed before, which is NECO, WAEC, JAMB, who will be taking computer assessments in these exams, you can forward the link of this video to them. And if after watching this video you are to be subscribed to the channel, you are doing yourself an injustice because we are going to be uploading updates to this video and you would need to check them out. So make sure you smash the subscribe button. If you have questions, just the comment section away. I'm happy to take your questions. And if you want to practice many more of these questions, why not head on to the links to download the apps in the description of this video, where you can have access to practice many more questions. My name is David. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, I'm sure you enjoyed the content you just watched. To see more episodes as that, preparing you for your oncoming exams, smash the subscribe button on this channel right now and visit the playlist that we've made for you, covering over 50 types of different exams, including JAMB, WAEC, Cacao,